All right. All right, let's do this. All right, we're live. We're live. We're live. Let me let everybody know. Let me throw this on the gram right now. How y'all doing, family? We're here. We're here. Let me let everybody know real quickly so we don't waste no time that we're live right now. While everybody's coming on in the room. Come on in the room, everybody. Hold on one second. Get this thing together. All right, hold on. We'll get it together. Damn, come on. All right, well, everybody's coming on in the room. We're going to get this live thing popping. How's everybody doing? Ladies and gentlemen, everybody pile on in the room. Welcome to Tariq Radio Live Sunday Joint. We sounding good? Yes, we're here. Everybody come on in. When you come on in, I need you to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let me let everybody know on social media. All right. Man, I hope you guys had a great week, and I hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend with your family. Hope you are with your loved ones, and I hope that the love and the respect is robust with your family. Let me throw this on Facebook, and when I throw this on Facebook, we're good to go. All right. Now we're good to go, man. I got your full attention now. I got your full attention. How's everybody doing, man? Buddy pile on in the room. What's going on? Oh, you got your box set? That's what's going on? Somebody said I got the Killmonger hairdo. I do. Yeah, I got the Killmonger braids. Yeah, just took my hair out a little bit, let it breathe a little bit. Yeah, my hair is growing very, very long. It's getting there. I'm gonna get some locks, man. I'm trying to get some locks. I gotta find somebody who does them out here in LA. Where are my LA people? I'm trying to find a lock specialist out here in LA. I need my LA people to hit me up. Let me know if you got a natural hair lock specialist out here in LA that I can holler at. Email me at info@Tariq Elite. Info@Tariq Elite. B. Paulie said I look like a wet dog. Nigga, that's your grandma, motherfucker. But I look like a skateboarder now. Man. But yeah, I need a lock specialist out here, man. Hit me up, man, all my LA people. All my LA people, hit me up. info@TariqElite.com. Oh, man, yeah, I call these maroon locks. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going for the maroon look because my next movie is going to be about the American Maroons. So I'm already getting into that spirit. Man. But, man, we're here. All right. We're heavy in here. Everybody hit that. Okay, well, I'm kind of freezing up a little bit. Oh, man. Your locks are very high maintenance. Yeah. Okay, we got some white supremacists in here with a bunch of profanity. Okay. Whoa, boy, the white supremacists are in here already. Okay. All right, can somebody block that white supremacist in here? Yeah, we got to get that white supremacist out of here. Somebody said I look like Coolio. All right. Shout out to Chicago. I love Chicago too. Shout out to Brother Reza. They're out there in D.C. right now, the DMV area. They're doing a screening Q&A out there tonight. Shout out to everybody who showed up. Man, okay, let's get these white supremacists out of here. These white supremacists are in here heavy. What's up, Michael Wharton? Yeah, we got the white supremacist trolls in here heavy. They're in here heavy. They're talking about lynch all niggas and okay. Uh-oh. Boy, the white supremacists are in here. Okay, but we're going to still do what we do. I mean, the minute we get started, boy, the white supremacist trolls are in here Heavy. What's wrong? Did buck breaking strike a nerve? I mean, what's going on with y'all? What's wrong, white supremacists? Man, you guys are very upset. They're in the chat room putting up monkey memes, and boy, they're in here heavy. But it's okay. It's all right. We're still going to chop up game and talk about what we need to talk about. I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button. Also, share this on Twitter. I need everybody to share the link of this on Twitter. Share the link on Twitter. Yeah, the white supremacists are very upset. Because, see, right now, and I see why they're upset. They're mad. They're upset because, we're making a lot of noise out here. They're not scaring us. We're not bowing down, and we're not backing down. We're not bowing down. We're not backing down from you white supremacists. And also, it's the first of the month. The first of the month is not hit yet. So they haven't got that good meth. That good meth hasn't come through yet. They're not smoking the good meth. So they're smoking Reggie meth. They're smoking the real weak meth, so it's really bothering them. So they haven't had their fix yet. So I understand the anger of you white supremacists. But listen, a lot of them are mad because, look, Foundational Black Americans, we're standing up. We're making a lot of noise. We're not giving in. We're not bowing down. We're still standing strong against you white supremacists. You understand? And right now, a lot of people are talking about Black history. We're forcing the conversation into the American lexicon. And right now, a lot of people are talking about Tulsa. This is the 100-year anniversary of the race massacre that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921 in the month of June. It happened in the month of June. I know there's a documentary on the History Channel tonight about Tulsa. I would like to check that out. A lot of symbolism is going on, but no tangibles. A lot of symbolic talking. A lot of people are acknowledging what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but nobody's talking about tangibles. Now, this is the thing. See, the government tried, in the dominant society, they tried to just wait it out, which is what they like to do. They like to wait until everybody dies. They like to wait 100 years before they will nationally acknowledge something. They'll wait till a century passes before they say, okay, hey, we did bad a century ago, because everybody's gone. Here's the problem. A lot of these survivors of the Tulsa race massacre are still alive. Those black folks they've held on. A lot of those brothers and sisters are still alive today. And they're still like, hey, where's our damn money? A lot of them were still alive. I mean, those folks lived a long time. Many of them lived to be 100, 110. I mean, these are some surviving people. These are some surviving people. You in? So they're staying here demanding their tangibles. They're like, hey, all these symbolisms, that's good and dandy, but hey, wait a minute. They took money from us during the Tulsa race massacre. Money was taken from us. They took resources from us, and the government was involved with it. The government, and let's be very clear, in the Tulsa race massacre, The reason why they were able to run people out of town and destroy all those businesses is because the United States government assisted the white supremacists. They always like to talk about a white mob as if some random rowdy group of white people committed those atrocities. It was the white mob in conjunction with the white government. The police, the National Guard, all of them came in and helped the white mob. You understand? So there's a lot of money that's owed. A lot of the money is still owed to those brothers and sisters and the descendants of the people in Tulsa. You understand? So when it comes to us, see, everybody likes to get into symbolisms. You have a lot of the Democrats and all these people acknowledging what happened, but they're not talking about breaking no bread, making it right. They're trying to talk about a group of bad apples 100 years ago did some bad things, and we need to acknowledge it and have some truth and reconciliation and all that nonsense. No, we don't need no empty symbolic gestures as a form of reparations. No, there has to be tangibles. And see, they're afraid to do that because when they start giving tangibles to people and the descendants of folks who were aggrieved in such a vile manner, then that's going to set the stage for other aggrievements for Foundation of Black Americans. You dig? So we're getting a lot of symbolisms here. We don't need no symbolisms. We need to get down to the nitty-gritty and start breaking bread. Now let me do something about, hold on, some of these white supremacists in here. Hold on one second. There's a lot of white supremacists in here right now, and I'm trying to see if I could, hold on one second. One second. Y'all bear with me. Let me get some of this stuff out. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me get some of these white supremacists out of here real quickly. The white supremacists are in here heavy. We get them out. Shout out to Michael Warden. Shout out to my moderators. Yeah, the white supremacists are in here very heavy right now. They're very angry. The white supremacists are very angry. Okay? All right. We're working to get a lot of them out of here right now. Okay. Now, as far as Tulsa, again, they're doing a lot of symbolic gestures out there. The elders, some of the people who were the survivors, they've testified before Congress talking about what happened. And understand, remember, there were a lot of black banks out there. And remember, when they were bombing everybody and destroying the community, they were taking money out of those banks. See, they were stealing the money. They were stealing the wealth of those black people. See, that's something that we always have to understand. See, they always leave that part of the game out. Oh no, they always leave that part out. Hold on, what was that? Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. My kids are running outside. Okay, hold on. Here. I hear my kids out here. Hold on one second. Okay. Yes, y'all hear Peanut in the background going off on the kids. All right. The kids done ran outside. The dogs done ran outside. Okay. All right. So we cleaned up a lot of trolls in the room already. But like I was saying, remember, family, when there are situations where a community is taken over by vigilantes, by mob rule, understand when you're taken over, the resources are taken. This is why, family, whenever there are uprisings protesting anti-black police killings, and there's uprisings in these major cities, I want people to understand why people out here chanting and starting fires or whatever, when the police and all these people come out, they are guarding banks. They are guarding banks and financial institutions. You understand? I remember Ferguson. When I went to Ferguson after Mike Brown was lynched, the police were out there guarding the banks. I remember going to Atlanta after the George Floyd uprising. They had armed dudes standing outside of banks all over downtown Atlanta. You see? They are guarding the financial institutions because they understand somebody might smarten up and be like, hey, damn all this stealing sneakers and all this. We're going to hit up these financial institutions. We're going to run a truck up in these banks and make it do what it damn do while all the commotion is going down. You understand? They know what to guard. You understand? So they want to give us a lot of symbolic, intangible gestures as it relates to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Everybody hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. Now, going back to the whole commemoration of the Tulsa anniversary, this one guy did a mural, and this guy, he does a lot of these historic murals. He's a white guy. And this mural is very interesting. This is an interesting mural that this guy did. Let me show y'all this. And I kind of have an issue with it as it relates to black struggles. Let me show y'all something. Hold on one second. Give me a second here. All right. Okay, where we at? How come I can't see this? Okay, where we at? I'm telling you I'm about to have technical difficulties here now. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, Lexi, my wife is out here yelling at the kids. I don't know what these badass kids are doing. Okay. Where are we? Come on, thing. There we go. All right. So this mural right here, this is a mural that's out there in Tulsa. They did this mural to commemorate the Tulsa Massacre. Now, I have an issue with this mural. And I want y'all to notice this is somewhat of a theme when they do these art pieces about black people now. This is a kind of theme that they got going on here. It looks like, in the mural, they got the woman holding the man the man is in a submissive position, and the woman is lifting him up, and the child, you look in the back, the child is holding up the man. Yeah. The man is all defeated and helpless, and the black woman and the black child is holding him up. Okay? Making the black man look like the weak, submissive one, and the woman is the savior. Nah, I ain't feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. Hold on one second, because see, that reminds me of another picture that they did in Rolling Stone holding. Hold on. This looks like that Rolling Stone cover. And we talked about that in the movie Buck Breaking. You see this cover right here. See this same vibe here. Okay. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. This same thing right here where they have, hold on. Come on. Damn. These ads. Okay. The same thing here where they have the black woman is in the forefront along with the black child, and the black men are way in the back somewhere. The black men are way in the back. So this is white society trying to dictate what the leadership is. See, they're taking the black man out of the leadership position. It's the black woman leading with the dead black man on her shirt. We talked about this in the movie Buck Breaking. See, that's a theme that they like to run with. We're going to put the black woman in the leadership position, and the black man is either dead or in the background if he's even there at all. The black man is going to be in the weak, submissive position. Not feeling that at all. Not feeling that. That's dangerous propaganda. Because if we understand Tulsa, the reason why those race riots or the racial massacre kicked off was because in Tulsa, Oklahoma, because of the economic prosperity of Tulsa, that was a place where black men were running things to a certain degree, and they would not allow white men to come in there and have their way with black women. See, during the 1920s and even that whole Jim Crow era, white men could just go to any black neighborhood and just have his way with the women. There was always a little red light district where the white men would go and kind of trick off on the sisters, and hell, you can hire a sister as a maid and rape her. You can do anything to sisters back then and nothing would happen to you. The white community wouldn't do anything to you. So white men could just kind of have their way with sisters anytime they felt like it. They tried that in Tulsa. The white men would get their asses whooped in Tulsa, Oklahoma, trying to push up on sisters. The brothers weren't having that. That was the problem. And let's be clear. Let's go deep into this Tulsa thing. The whole narrative about the black man, I forgot his name. I can't think of his name. The black man in the elevator who supposedly touched the white woman, and the white woman screamed, and then they thought, okay, oh, this black man's raping a white woman. Let's be clear. From what I understand, and I've heard from many sources, that black man was actually dating that white woman. That black man was actually in a relationship with the white woman who they claim, the white supremacists claim, cried that she was sexually abused or whatever. So here's the thing. When the Tulsa thing popped off, I think his name was Dick something. So they tried to get him and they tried to lynch that brother. And the other brother said, yeah, Dick Rowland. Yes, that's his name. So they were going to try to lynch that brother, and the other black men in the community said, no, you're not going to do that. You're not lynching this brother. That's not going to happen. You understand? So the brothers were out here fighting these white supremacists in Tulsa, these white mobs. The brothers were fighting them and beating them. The first day of the Tulsa situation, the black men were beating the brakes off these white supremacists. Let's be very clear. The problem is, when the white supremacists were getting their asses whooped, they had to resort to dirty tricks. So they got planes, they got access to those planes, and because they got their ass whooped on the ground, in Tulsa, they had to get up in planes and drop that nitroglycerin on the black area over there. They had to get in those planes with the help of the government and the whole nine and drop those bombs and kill those brothers and sisters out there. Also, when other black communities around the area were going to come in as reinforcement, because let's be clear, brothers and sisters were coming in from other places, but they were blocking the railroads. They were not letting other people in. So they let the National Guard come in there and round the black people up. They did. The National Guard was supposed to be helping the black people. They were helping the white supremacists. You see? So we got to tell this thing the way it really was. This is why the U.S. government, they have to pay reparations for these folks who are still alive and their descendants as well. We're not going to let them use that. Well, it was just a white mob. It was just the KKK. Y'all remember that movie, that TV show, Lovecraft Country? They did something about Tulsa, and they were, I don't like when they put it on the Klan. They got people in Klan robes doing all this stuff. It wasn't just the damn Klan, all right? Let's get off that. It was the U.S. government. The U.S. government is the Klan. You dig? So, see, the name of the game is for them to do this stuff and then not talk about it and act dumb. I saw some white politician out there tweeting about Tulsa. Hey, I've lived in Tulsa all my life and I never knew anything about the massacre. That's a crock of horse shit. When white folks sit up here and act like they didn't know, that is a crock of bullshit. Of course they know. They talk about this stuff at home all the time. White people, they relish in history. They document everything, dude. These people keep so much documentation of history. Let's stop the games. They're not dumb. They sit here and document history so meticulously. They know exactly what happened. There's not a white person in Tulsa that didn't know what happened. These folks brag about this stuff behind closed doors. Let's be clear. They take pride in that type of stuff. White people sell Black Americana. Google that term, Black Americana, where they get memorabilia from the Jim Crow era, all of these racist items and artifacts, and they sell them on the underground market. They're very aware of the shit they've done, man. You dig? They are very, very aware. You understand? So the name of the game is for them to try to come up with ways to hide history and then deny it. This is why they have this old fake-ass argument about critical race theory. Okay, critical race theory, basically, that's another word for history. Let's watch the con game in that. See, the Democrats and the Republicans, they have this whole fake argument with each other. Because when you talk about critical race theory, look at the word theory. You're talking about history, but why are they using the word theory? See, this is so that the left can start interjecting other stuff into this theory. History is history. Either something happened or it didn't happen. See, but when they start talking about critical race theory, look at the words, just like Neely Fuller said. Let's always look at the words they say. What's critical? What are we criticizing? What race are we criticizing? And what theory are we using? Let's just teach history. What happened? See, when they start talking about critical race theory, see, they can start putting in other stuff. They can start talking about intersectionality. They can start interjecting LGBT stuff and everything. You understand? Yeah, theory doesn't mean fact. We can just kind of put our own spin on something. See, we got to watch that word. I don't even like that whole term, critical race theory. I just like history. Shit happened or it didn't happen. Something happened or it didn't happen. A lot of people saying they like my shirt. Get it at officialfba.com. Officialfba.com. This is why we need a real black. I've been thinking about this and I've been trying to come up with some ideas. I'm thinking about getting a museum out here in LA. I know we got an African American History Museum, but I want to get a museum that just really goes in. I'm thinking about getting a museum out here in LA, possibly somewhere around the Crenshaw district. I've been looking into that. I'm still tossing the idea around my mind, but I'm thinking about getting like a hidden colors museum out here in LA where we go in and tell real history on our terms. That's something that I've been thinking about real heavy. So that we can have a central place to go to get real history. And I want to do it out here in LA, definitely somewhere around the Crenshaw district, somewhere around that area. We need a real museum. I know we got the African American History Museum out there in D.C. That's cool. They leave out a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is left out. You have a Hidden History Museum. The African American History Museum in D.C. is cool. They leave a lot of stuff out, though. And it's curated by a lot of white people. You understand? Yeah, Tip got the Trap Museum. I meant to go to the Trap Museum when I was out there in Georgia. Shout out to Tip. Shout out to Tip. But I'm thinking about doing that. Black United Bank is on. Yeah, it's on Crenshaw. What's up? Shout out to Ola. Everybody say what's up to Ola. We need our own museum. We need our own museum, and that's something that I'm thinking about putting together. I'm thinking about doing that. I need the community support, and yes. And because we need that in LA, because they're trying to erase our history in LA. Look, they're trying to erase LA, Black LA. And that's another thing. In the Black History Museum in LA, I would have a whole section. I'll have a whole wing just about the Black history of California and Los Angeles. I can have a whole wing on that. But they've been trying to erase Black people from Los Angeles. In fact, well, you can hardly find Black people in LA anymore. You got to go out to Riverside, Palmdale, Lancaster. I mean, they've erased Black people out here in LA. So this is something that we need to really get popping. I'll have a whole section in there for my brother Nipsey. I'll have a whole section in there about the Crips and Bloods history. I'll have everything in there. That's something that we really need to have. Because I've been driving around LA and just looking at some of the infrastructure and the real estate, seeing some of the things that we need in our area down there in the Crenshaw area. You know, they're destroying the businesses down there right now. The gentrification is real heavy. So we need to lock down some real estate out here. So that's something that I'm going to look into. Yeah, the old Ocoee, Florida massacre. I know about that, but they did the same thing to those brothers and sisters as they did in Tulsa. And here's the thing, a lot of those brothers in Florida, just like in Tulsa, these were the descendants of Seminoles, by the way. That's another thing. We're going to tie all that stuff in. Remember, the Seminoles were they sent them out to Oklahoma. They sent those Black Seminoles to Oklahoma, and a lot of those Black Seminole descendants were still in Florida. Yeah? So yeah, I'm really thinking about getting a museum in Los Angeles. I think somebody already bought the Crenshaw Mall. And shout out to my brother Malik at Malik's Books out there at Crenshaw Mall. Yeah, make sure it's heavily insured. Absolutely. But yeah, that's something that I'm thinking about doing. But speaking of that whole critical race theory and intersectionality, and see, they like to slip in a whole bunch of BS with this stuff. Family, they had something where this Asian teacher, at the, behest of her white supremacist benefactors, allegedly, people are mad because they got this teacher out here trying to teach masturbation videos, showing masturbation videos to first graders. There's a school out here. Hold on, let me show y'all something. This is how heavy this thing is getting, family. Dalton parents enraged over masturbation videos for first graders. So this teacher, Justine Ang Fonte, sounds like she's an Asian chick married to a white man. So she goes around showing these cartoons talking about masturbation and all this stuff. And people got a problem. Look at this stuff. You showing this to kids. Penis, clitoris. This is not stuff you show to kids. And you know they always got to have some black folks in the damn cartoons. You dig? So Fonte's work at the school is reportedly funded by a $450,000 grant given to Dalton by hedge fund billionaires Bill Ackman's Pershing Square Foundation. So this woman is getting big money from these white billionaires to push this stuff. Okay? I'm telling y'all, this stuff is coming from high up. This stuff where they're pushing this low-key pedophilia, they're trying to, it always go hand in hand with the LGBT stuff. It's coming from these high ups, man. It's coming from the high ups, dude. This is why all that intersectionality stuff. Now look at the cartoon. Now this is what they're showing to first graders, guys. This is the cartoon. Look at this filth. Hold
almost
on.
hit me in the pee-pee.
What's so funny, you two?
He said pee-pee.
Do you notice that when you say pee-pee, you giggle, but when you say penis, you say it in a serious voice?
I never noticed that before.
Some children and adults feel uncomfortable when they talk about their private parts, so they make up cute or funny names for them.
What's one for a girl's private parts?
Vajayjay.
Nigga. And you see they got a black character. They always put a black character doing this nonsense. Man.
But what does Scoops mean when he says vajayjay?
He means vulva.
That's right, Kayla. It's important to use the proper words for our private parts.
Why?
Because our private parts are just as amazing as our hearts, lungs, brains, or any other of our amazing body parts.
Dude!
But our hearts pump blood, our lungs breathe, and our brains think.
All our private parts do is pee.
That's not entirely true,
Nigga! What is this? This is what they're showing in schools, guys. Dude.
Oops. It is true that a person pees or urinates through a hole called the urethra in the penis.
Does everyone have a urethra?
They do. It can be harder to see, but girls have a tiny hole in the front of the vulva where urine comes out from their urethra.
Nigga, whatever happened to damn ABCs in arithmetic? Shit. Whatever happened to just teaching the kids the goddamn ABCs, man? Damn. Whatever happened to that? What is this, man? Have we lost our minds? My God.
Urethra. Urination is actually very important. It helps us get rid of waste, stuff our body doesn't need.
Hey, how come my penis gets big sometimes and points up in the air?
Man. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched Buck Breaking, dude, if y'all have not watched Buck Breaking could not have come at a more opportune time, dude. This is what they're teaching kids now, dude. How come my pee-pee stands in the air? Family, this is pedophile talk right here. This is pedophile talk. Hold on. I haven't even heard this part yet, but Lord, I almost don't want to hear it. Hold on. I almost don't want to hear this nonsense, man.
Sometimes it points up in the air.
That's called an erection.
Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels good.
Sometimes when I'm in my bath or when Mom puts me to bed, I like to touch my vulva too.
Okay, I'm cool. All right, that's it. Yeah, that's it for me. That's good. All right. That's enough for me. Man, we should have been calling this out a long time ago before it got here. Okay? That's enough for me. We should have been calling this filth out before it got to this point. Nigga, whatever happened to ABCs and 1, 2, damn 3s? How about teaching my kids some fucking math? Not how many inches your dick get when it gets erect. I don't want that taught to no kid, my kid. Family. This is why we're going to really have to start getting our own institutions. This is why we're going to have to start getting our own schools, funding our own schools, funding the black schools that we have out here. getting our own museums, getting our own, this is why, that's one of the reasons why I've been thinking about, we need a museum for us where we can have our information without filth being interjected in it. We need to have something that's filth free. We need to have something that's filth free and agenda free. Because again, we got these white billionaires funding this stuff, and they have this insidious ass sick agenda. And family, the stuff doesn't really stop there. We're gonna be, fam, y'all. The Rugrats TV show. The Rugrats TV show. They got something now on Rugrats. I done told you about the Proud Family. The TV show, The Proud Family. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, how they are going to have a gay character or 2 or 3 gay characters in the Rugrats reboot. Now, in the Rugrats show, they got a reboot of that. The mama is openly gay in the Rugrats. They just announced this. The Rugrats, the mama is now, she's a stud. She's openly gay. Family, they're going after our kids very heavy now. They know they can't get us. They know that enough of us, we're rejecting the stuff that they're throwing at us as far as this agenda. Too many black adults, we're rejecting it. We're like, nah, we ain't really feeling that. They're like, oh, you ain't feeling it? Okay, we're going to target your damn kids. Oh, you send your kids to us, that's who we gonna get. If we can't get to your ass, we're getting to your kids. We have to watch what our children are ingesting in their eyes and brains, guys. We have to watch what our babies are ingesting, man. Our babies are under attack. This is a psychological warfare attack on our babies, guys. Yeah, we're too old. When they start trying to say, hey, being LGBT is just like being black, we're like, no, I ain't rolling with that. Only a few Sambos are going along with that damn agenda. We ain't going along with that. So now they're going after our babies, and they're going heavy. Family, they also got not just the Rugrats. Not just the Rugrats. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Family, Blue's Clues. Nigga, this is on an episode of Blue's Clues. I want y'all to look at this. This is on Blue's Clues. They got a pride parade on Blue's Clues, and this is a drag queen on Blue's Clues. Okay, they got a pride parade, and this is a drag queen on Blue's Clues. Look at this.
Hey, Blue, look at all these families. Hi, families. It's time for a pride parade. Families marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. This family has 2 mommies. They love each other so proudly, and they all go marching in the big.
Look at that fist. Now, they're talking about a pride parade, and they got a Black Power fist on the microphone. Don't miss that. They got a Black Power fist on a microphone as they talk about the pride parade, and somebody got 2 mommies. They are attaching us black people in the black struggle to this. They got a Black Power fist, okay? You see, because they're putting all of this, associating all of the Black Power with the protest that's going on. So this is them piggybacking off that in the mind of the children. Family, this is propaganda warfare. Hold on. This is propaganda and warfare, straight up and down.
Families marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. Families marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. This family has 2 daddies, they love each other so proud.
Okay, that's enough of that. So this family got 2 mommies, this family got 2 daddies. So these folks are going after our kids, man. Heavy. Heavy. Family, we have to take control of the narrative. We have to take control of the narrative. We have to take control of the narrative, guys. Speaking of protest, by the way, speaking of protest and the Black Lives Matter protest. Now, we all know about Black Lives Matter, the organization, how they finessed the game. Old girl who got called out for getting all those donations off the backs of dead black folks, black men in particular, and her white benefactors, Patrice Cullors. She got called out. She went and just bought a bunch of houses off those donations. People are donating to fight for justice for black folks. So this woman then got a bunch of money from her white benefactors. Because remember, Black Lives Matter is a white-run organization with some tokenized black folks as front folks. So this woman went and got a bunch of houses with her white lesbian husband off the deaths of black folks. So people and the families of black folks called her out. The families of black people aggrieved and victimized by police anti-black violence. So this woman, Patrice Cullors, she done ran off on the plug, boy. Patrice Cullors, Black Lives Matter co-founder, stepping down from organization. This just came out Friday. So she's stepping down now that she's been called out. She done cashed out and said, fuck y'all, goodbye. Yep, she's out of here. She took the money and ran. She took the money, ran off on the plug twice. And she's been called out by my sister Samaria Rice, Tamir Rice's mother. They're calling her out. She's taking the money and running. Tamir Rice's mom leads Black Mothers of Police Shooting Victim Slamming BLM director Patrice Cullors for profiting off their dead kids and quitting with a $3 million property portfolio. This was a huge finesse. Shout out to my sister Samaria. All these families are like, hell no. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. You sitting up here getting all this money off the backs of these people's dead children, and you sitting up here using the money to cupcake with LGBT white people and not help black folks and not do anything about some of these race soldiers. Y'all can't even put no money on some of these legal departments to help these black folks out. Horrible. Horrible. Yeah, you don't step down from activism. Yeah, she didn't cast out. Oh yeah, she done cashed the hell out. That was a finesse. I mean, they got all that money and they're using that money for white LGBT organizations and the whole shebang. This was a big old ass finesse for them. Yeah, Patrice Cullors, she said, yeah, some people are saying she's a Caribbean immigrant. All of those people, those black folks who's a part of Black Lives Matter, the organization, many of these people are not foundational black Americans. This was a huge finesse. We talked about this in the Buck Breaking movie, how the white supremacists go get these folks from other countries and then make them claim these Negroes as the leader of black organizations. That's been a huge finesse. So we have to understand and watch out. And everybody hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We in here heavy. Because, see, we already have a problem with, we're dealing with our domestic coons. And then we have to deal with the foreign ones. See, that's another thing. See, we already got problems with, we already got the Clyburns and the people like that we got to deal with. Speaking of Clyburn, did y'all see Clyburn's ass? Hold on. Let me show this thing of Clyburn. Clyburn was up here buck dancing because Clyburn is up here talking about we don't need qualified immunity for police. So his benefactors are telling him to go out here and run interference because, see, we're demanding that these race soldiers get punished. So Clyburn is out here doing some more buck-splaining and Sambo-splaining about, we shouldn't trip on qualified immunity. Half a loaf of bread is better than no loaf. I mean, this nigga, listen to this Sambo-splaining. Hold on. This is about the most useless Negro. Listen to this Sambo-splaining.
No, I don't think so. Remember what I said at the outset. Qualified, according to Black's Law Dictionary, which I have looked up, says partial. Qualified means partial. It does not mean absolute. We are treating it as if it means absolute. So I hope that the committee will work on that to give a good, clear definition of what it's all about. And so that's all I've ever said. And I did say at one point, a half loaf is better than no loaf at all. Now, the full loaf would be to get rid of qualified immunity. No loaf would be to keep it. So what's the half loaf? Somewhere between getting rid of it and keeping it.
What is this nigga talking about?
No, I don't think so. Remember what I said at the outset.
No loaf. Half loaf is better than no loaf. So, what is he talking? What is this Sambo babble? Let me play that last part again. Hold on.
A half loaf is better than no loaf at all. Now, the full loaf would be to get rid of qualified immunity. No loaf would be to keep it. So what's the half loaf? Somewhere between getting rid of it and keeping it.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, either you punish the cops or you don't. What's the in between? What are you talking about? Either you punish these race soldiers or you don't. What's in between that? He's talking about a loaf of butter biscuits. See, they put these useless, tokenized, Sambo-ass Negroes out here to babble. This is babble talk, man. That's why I don't believe in that whole representation matters. No, tangibles matter. This whole thing about just putting a black face out there to babble for us, that's useless. We got to get off that. See, that's been the whole con game that the white supremacists run on us. We're going to give y'all some representation. We're going to get you some buck-broken Negroes as your spokespersons. We don't need that. We need tangibles. All they're going to do is go out there and toe the line for you while you give them butter biscuits. That's a sad Negro, man. See, we got to stop all this splaining. The shit is real out here. Things are hella real out here. What's going on with these athletes? Didn't an athlete get into it with a fan? Who was that athlete recently who got into it with a fan? Didn't a fan throw some popcorn on him or something? What was that happened to the athlete the other day? I'm not watching sports like I don't really keep up with it like that. But from what I understand, some white fan threw something at a black athlete and they kind of got into it. Who was that? Was it Westbrook? So what happened exactly? Somebody explain what happened exactly, because I kind of been following it a little bit. So from what I understand, he threw popcorn on him. Yeah, so what I understand, this is the thing. The white fan, and they let these white fans get away with goddamn murder, man. They let these white people go to these games and do some of the most vile shit and just give them smacks on the fucking wrist, man. The white dude, from what I understand, he threw some popcorn on Russell. And basically all they did was ban the white man from coming to games. That ain't nothing. Nigga, let me tell you something. If a black person, a black fan goes to a game and throws something on an athlete, do you know that a white athlete, Let's be clear. If a black fan was at a game and threw something at a white athlete, his ass would be arrested. They would arrest his ass and charge him with assault. Forget about banning your ass. They put charges on a black person who threw something at a damn white athlete in the middle of a fucking game, man, who's going back to his locker. And if the black athletes step to him, then the black athletes get reprimanded and fined and punished. You can't even say nothing to a white person. Oh, Rappaport, the brother was going at Rappaport, Michael Rappaport, in the DMs and got fined. Michael Rappaport talking shit. The brother was just talking shit back to him and then got fined. They let these white fans get away with the most. They let the white fans get away with everything, dude. Remember when Ron Artest said, fuck all that, I'll take the fine. When Ron Artest went up there and put in some work, remember that? You see? Some white boy did it to Kyrie tonight. Yeah, and a lot of black athletes, they've been complaining about this. Hey, man, y'all not doing enough about these racist-ass white fans doing all this sucker shit. Yeah? Kyrie Irving too. It just happened to Kyrie Irving. Wow. Did they arrest the fan tonight who did it? They're going to have to, man, black athletes, y'all are going to have to demand, and I'm talking to all the black athletes, y'all going to have to say, hey, look, you guys are going to have to put charges on these damn racist fans who are assaulting us at these fucking games, man. All the athletes, the black ones, y'all going to have to come together and say, hey, man, y'all going to have to do something about this for real, for real. You know? A Boston fan got arrested tonight. So he did something to Kyrie tonight. Yeah, it's getting ridiculous at this point. Because, see, these white folks go up in these games knowing that the police are on code with them, knowing that they're going to get a smack on the wrist, and knowing that we can't have another, they know that it ain't going to be another Ron Artest situation where brother go up there and give you that damn work. So they going in here taunting black players with the bullshit. So the league is going to have to do something about that. The league is going to have to do something about it. He threw a bottle of water at Kyrie. Man. Wow. The NBA is going to have to do something about that. Y'all got to start calling these racist ass NBA owners out too, who sit up and make all this money and let this shit happen to the black athletes. They know what goes on with this shit. Yeah, when Charles Oakley got into it at one of these games, they arrested Charles Oakley. Yeah? The league is going to have to do something about that. Somebody spit on Trae Young. All the black athletes, y'all going to have to really, really get together on that shit and say, hey, enough is enough. But listen, these white supremacists and these people are on code with each other heavy. See, they do stuff because they know they're on code with the race soldiers. That's why white people are not dumb about racism. These folks are on code with the cops. There's a situation in Missouri. Did y'all hear about this? In Missouri, a black teen, a black youth, he got killed and they tried to say it was a suicide. He was at the home of this suspected white supremacist. Brother named Darante. This is in Missouri. Where are my Missouri people? This is a story that we gotta keep our eye on this story right here. Family, we gotta keep our eye on this story right here. This brother named Darante was over at this house in Missouri, and they tried to say it was a suicide, Fredericktown, Missouri. They tried to say that this brother shot himself, but things are not adding up. Look at this story here. Look at this. Hold on.
There's a mystery growing in Madison County, Missouri, where investigators initially thought Darante Martin took his own life. The 19-year-old's family says, though, it does not add up. And now there's new information that supports their claim.
Tonight, the man who called 911 and an expert who believes Darante was shot from a distance are talking only to the I-Team's Christine Byers.
Now look. Oh, hold on.
Biggest, brightest smile. You know, just a smile that would just warm you up.
Memories of her grandson quickly bring tears.
It hurts my heart to know that somebody hurt my grandson. And possibly because of the color of his skin.
Possibly.
Investigators say Kimberly Robinson's grandson, Darante Martin, died by suicide. She's not so sure. Darante was found dead in this Fredericktown home last month.
Okay. Now this dude hanging around with a bunch of white dudes. Family, this is another thing. Have y'all noticed all these stories where black people with all their white friends end up dead? Like that black woman out there in Georgia. Remember her? This black woman went to a party, a sleepover, and then the next morning she was dead. Nobody knows how she died. She fell out of a window or some shit. Out there in Tennessee, it was another black woman who was on some bedouin shit. She went to a pool party and she ended up dead, hanging around all her white buddies. You see this pattern? Y'all hanging around you're the black friend of all these white people, then you go to a party, then you die, and don't nobody know how you died. This brother Darante, they said he shot himself, but he had a cast on his right hand, and he's right-handed, but he was shot on the left side. And then they said that he was shot from a distance. But this is the kicker. He was at the home of a damn suspected white supremacist. The white man is sitting up here. People are saying this white man whose house he was at is a known racist. He's sitting here with a damn Confederate flag, okay? Let's look at this. So this white man is sitting here showing off his Confederate flag. Hold on.
In the weeks that followed, social media swirled with theories and accusations that the homeowner, James Wade, had something to do with it or knew more than he was letting on.
I know I didn't do it. And I tried to help him, but nobody's talking about that. You know, they're just making up all this other stuff. I mean, they got me being everything from a racist serial killer to big time meth dealer. And
he made sure to show his damn white supremacist flag in the back, guys. That wasn't an accident. He wanted to make sure he showed his white supremacist flag in the back. Where are my Missouri people? Where are my Missouri people? Get your asses in here.
You know, I'm leaving.
Wade said he got home from a day of fishing about 30 minutes before he heard the shot.
And I was downstairs and he just shot himself. And I called 911 to try to help him.
Madison County 911.
Yes, I need the cops. Apparently a guy just shot himself.
Oh, okay. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that 911 call. Let me play that one more time. Let's unpack that real quickly.
Madison County 911.
Yes, I need the cops. Apparently a guy just shot himself.
Okay. Let's unpack that. Now he calmly calls the police. Hey, we need the police. Guy apparently shot himself. And then there's a white girl in the back talking. Oh my God, I hate this. Was this brother kicking it with this man's white daughter? The white girl in the back is, oh my God, I hate this. Was this brother messing around with this white supremacist suspect's daughter? Was this white woman, this white girl messing with this dude and he went in and shot him? He's real casual about a person who committed suicide in his house, and that don't even make no damn sense. Where my Missouri people? Yeah, oh my God, I hate this. What do you hate? You hate that your dad is a white supremacist? Is that what you hate? Allegedly? You hate that your dad is allegedly a white supremacist? This dude hung around nothing but white people. So you know, you saw him hanging out with nothing but white boys, so you know he was rocking with the white girls. From what I understand, that area don't have too many black folks as it is, so this dude was sitting up here chopping it up with this white girl. Oh yeah, this hillbilly was way too calm. Let's play some more. Where are my Missouri people? I mean, damn. Hold on.
Initially, this was an open and closed case. 4 days after Darante's death, the Madison County, Missouri Sheriff's Department announced preliminary evidence revealed the male subject died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Weeks later, the I-Team asked for an update on the case from Sheriff Katie McCutcheon. In a statement she wrote, the investigation is still ongoing.
This is these folks getting on code with each other. They know that wasn't no damn suicide. Let's stop it. The police and all these folks are getting on code with each other.
Do you believe this was a self-inflicted gunshot wound? There are no findings on my examination of a contact gunshot wound.
Darante's family hired forensic pathologist Dr. Jane Turner to perform a second autopsy. After years with the St. Louis Medical Examiner's Office, she's now in private practice.
The contact gunshot wound, you'll see an outline of the muzzle.
And let's be clear, she knows, even this woman is kind of on code because she don't want to go ahead and say, hey, look, this wasn't no self-inflicted wound. She doesn't want to go on out and say it because she knows. So, because she don't want to get off code, too far off code with the white supremacists. See, this is how on code they are. Because, see, if she goes on out and say, hey, this was absolutely not a damn self-inflicted wound. See, she's trying to toe the line because she don't want to be seen as a nigga lover. See, if you start going in and calling white supremacists out, you'll be labeled a nigga lover. So she's really walking a tightrope here. So she's talking around it. Well, according to my findings, this is not conducive to a close-up shot. So even she's still somewhat on code.
The gun, an imprint of the muzzle of the gun on the skin. I didn't see those. The end of the gun would have been 2 or 3 feet or more away. This entrance wound is what would be called in forensic pathology as a distant entrance wound.
It's the only answers Darante's mother has been given since his death.
I can't stop crying, so I try not to cry. So, and then like I tell myself, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
If this was you and this was your kid,
Then we wouldn't be having this discussion because it wouldn't be a race thing.
can you understand the family's position in this?
I can understand how they feel. I'd be angry too if I was hearing 25 stories. I'm just not involved in it, and I wish the cops would hurry up and make that clear to people.
And as they lay Darante to rest, his family and friends have so many questions and so few answers.
The true meaning of a friend, he was that to many.
Man,
somebody
please.
was not a friend to him.
Oh, Lord, man, listen. You know what I don't like? When you have a little smug ass suspected white supremacist here sitting right in front of his damn white supremacist flag, this suspected white supremacist is sitting up here with his smug ass look. It ain't my race. Man, now listen. Now, if somebody black did another black person funny style, man, y'all be rah-rah than a motherfucker. Now, if somebody black, if this dude was at another black person's house and he died of a gunshot, man, y'all be out there gang banging like a motherfucker. Y'all be out there throwing up your set. Y'all light that damn house up if it's another black person. See, this is what I don't like. When it's somebody black, oh, y'all know what to do. Oh, it ain't gonna be no singing and praying and all that. Oh, and if it's another black person, niggas be all up in the funeral banging. Niggas will be going all up in the funeral, knocking over the casket. Oh, they be banging heavy. That's what I don't like. But when the white dude, this little weenie, now everybody's sitting around looking sad like they don't, we need some justice. Stop, man. Man, come on. Yeah, that's what I don't like. Now, this dude, man, he looks kind of guilty. This suspected white supremacist looked very guilty. He looks very, very guilty. And what it looks like is that this brother was getting at his daughter, and he came in there, and it appears that that white man straight up allegedly lynched him. Allegedly, I'm just saying allegedly because we don't know for sure, but allegedly, this white man could have possibly lynched that brother as he's sitting up there with his white supremacist flag in the background. Yeah? I want us to get off this shit where you rah-rah about other black folks, but when it comes to the dominant people ain't even cops. When white folks do some shit, all of a sudden niggas twiddling their thumbs. There's some stuff going on out here in LA right now that I don't like. Some niggas went up and tagged Nipsey Hussle mural. I think one of the ones on Crenshaw, they went, some bloods tagged it up. Some young niggas, not no OGs, because a lot of bloods out here in LA, they got a lot of respect for Nipsey. So some young niggas went and tagged the shit up. And, you know, some brothers from the 60s are obviously going to be upset about it, and some other Crips got upset, and other people were like, hey, man, what the fuck y'all niggas doing wall banging and all this? So that shit is corny, man. Get that shit, you know. So some of these young dudes got on social media with their guns. Yeah, fuck all y'all niggas, nigga. Fuck 60s, fuck, you know. In this climate, that shit is corny. In the climate we're in now, yeah, they had some essays with them. That shit is corny. This is another thing. A lot of these niggas out here who's on that sucker shit, you know, these niggas, man, are raised by hood rats. That's corny in this climate because if we got real gangs out here, we got white supremacist gangs out here that niggas ain't doing all that on. You understand? That shit is corny. Now, all that clout chasing and taking penitentiary chances. You take penitentiary chances to bang on other niggas, but you won't put in no work on no real enemy. You understand? In this climate, the shit looks corny. Yeah, a lot of these niggas, we got to understand, some of these niggas ain't foundational black American. A lot of these niggas are from Belize, or their families are Belizean. That's why they hang out with these essays like that. A lot of these niggas' families Belizean out here in South LA. But my niggas, my young dudes out here, don't take penitentiary and death chances for nothing just to bang on another nigga. What was that goofy ass nigga who was banging? He was doing some clout chasing last year. This nigga, I can't think of this clown's name, but he would get on social media, go to people's neighborhood. Yeah, I'm in your neighborhood, nigga. Fuck Slauson, nigga. Fuck Hoovers, nigga. He would just go to different neighborhoods. Yeah, I'm in Imperial Courts, nigga. Fuck these niggas. He would go to different people's neighborhoods and make videos banging on them early in the morning where ain't nobody out. And we knew this nigga's days were numbered. Yeah, he was trying to be on some Tekashi shit, trying to clout chase. And they immediately killed this nigga. They killed that nigga in Lakewood. Block Boy, yeah. That clown. Like, nigga. This nigga named Block Boy. Nigga, dude, your days are numbered. And they bust on his ass out there in Lakewood. Yeah, this the takers, nigga. We taking, nigga. Now, nigga, you putting your life in jeopardy for that. If you gonna do that, man, go after some real enemies if you gonna do that stupid shit. Don't do that just to die for nothing. Man, come on. Cornball banging that shit is dead. Nigga, we got too many real enemies out here. You gonna take a chance on a real enemy, nigga. Yeah, I know who got that block, boy. You know, we don't talk about that, but people, the streets know who got that block, boy. This nigga had a target on his head, though. I mean, so many hoods were trying to get at that nigga. It was just a matter of time. They immediately got him. Yeah. But yeah, that cornball shit has to go, man. You dig? That cornball shit has to go. I said, did y'all see this video? Let me post this video. I saw this brother was clowning this white woman's cooking. This white woman was cooking something, and she was doing some real nasty shit with it. Where, oh yeah, by the way, before I get into that, there's going to be another buck breaking screening and lecture in the DMV area. There was one tonight, but there's going to be another one on Sunday, June 13th. Let me show you all the flyer. This one, you're going to have our brother Wesley Muhammad. My brother Jabari's putting this together along with my sister, Dr. Mayat. This one is June 13th. There's going to be a screening and a lecture with Lord Jamar, who's in the movie, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, who's in the movie, and Dr. Mayat, who's in the movie. Special lecture. Get your tickets, man. This one is going to be powerful. Oh, it's going to be powerful. You get all your information right here, guys. You call them 410-303-4120, excuse me. Email daddywatoto@gmail.com. daddywatoto@gmail.com to get information for tickets and the whole 9 yards, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but that's the number to call if you're out there in the Maryland, D.C. area. This is going to be at the Garage in Baltimore. This is actually in Baltimore at a place called the Garage. So get your tickets right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can call 410-303-4120 at the Garage in Baltimore, June 13th. That's in a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Man. But shout out to everybody. The Buck Breaking screenings are doing great. People, if you haven't gotten your copy of the movie Buck Breaking, you can get the DVD or you can stream it at buckbreakingmovie.com, ladies and gentlemen. Buckbreakingmovie.com. By the way, this woman right here, there's a suspected white supremacist, not even suspected. This woman ran over some black kids in her car. She got sentenced to 25 years. Thank goodness. She tried to say she had, her attorney tried to use the schizophrenia excuse. Schizophrenia don't make you target specific races of people. So they got her ass. She was going around trying to run over black kids, guys. This is why I'm telling you, these people will wage war on black kids. A psychological war, a physical war on our babies. Because they cannot get to us. See, these Karens and these Kens, they can't really get to us like they want to. Because they know they'll run up on one of us. We'll smack the shit out of them. And we'll give them that work. So they're going to have to target the babies. This is why I've always said I don't like to see, when I see black kids walking around by themselves, I get worried. I don't like to see our babies walking around by themselves. They have to be protected. It is too dangerous out here. Here's another story. This is a teacher. He's an elementary school teacher. Let me see what city he's in real quickly, because this is a guy who's an elementary school teacher named Benjamin Welton. What city? He's in Massachusetts. And Benjamin Welton This was a straight up white supremacist who wrote for white supremacist websites. This is him right here. This white teacher right here, he wrote articles for several white supremacist websites like VDare and the whole shebang. So this was an elementary school teacher who was a card-carrying white supremacist. Family, these folks are after our children. These folks are after our children very heavy. You understand? And I want y'all to watch Buck Breaking. We talked about this in the movie Buck Breaking. This is another situation where they're targeting black children because of their hair. We did a segment in Buck Breaking specifically about how they target our babies because of their hair. That's another way of buck breaking. Look at this story. Hold on. This is on Good Morning America. Hold on. Hold on. An advertisement. Damn it. Hold on. Let me wait for the advertisement to be over. But this black girl, she's 16 years old. They were playing a softball game. And notice the theme. They always do this thing with black kids. Hey, if you don't cut your hair, you're going to forfeit the game. Which don't make no damn sense. They tried to say that this girl's hair was in the way because the umpire couldn't see her number. So she had to cut her hair. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on.
Ball player says she felt humiliated when she was forced to cut her braids in the middle of a game because her hair supposedly obscured the number on her jersey. The story is now getting national attention with calls for a change in policy. And ABC's Zachary Quiche spoke with the teenager and has much more. Zachary, good morning to you.
Dan, good morning to you as well. You know, it was a call that went beyond the rules of the game, all right? The leadoff batter had already hit a double. She'd already played on defense. Her team was winning. But what happened next is calling into question long-standing policies against hair and their detrimental impact on black.
What happened? Oh, okay. Error. Okay, so the black girl, I don't know, there was an error that happened. So basically, the umpire, they were winning the game, so the umpire was like, hey, your hair, man, you got to cut your hair. Your hair is messing the game up. We can't see your number. Just like the black kid who was in the wrestling match, he was winning and they made him cut his hair. Dude, they're targeting our babies. We talked about that in Buck Breaking, dude. Dude, she tried to put it in a ponytail. I wish this thing would play. They were like, oh no, that ain't good enough. We can't see your number. Just on some I'm white and I say so. It was on some I'm white and I say so stuff. See, we as black parents, we got to push back heavy on that. We got to go see these folks, dude. I'm tired of talking at them. I'm tired of playing these games. We're going to have to come holler at these folks, man. When they target our babies, all bets are off. We got to holler at these folks. Yeah? When they see a black kid out here winning, because it's always when the kid is winning, they do little sucker shit like that. Yeah, they got these little crazy hair policies, which is BS. But hold on, let me play something that's very interesting I wanted to show. Out there in Chicago, shout out to my Chicago people. There was a situation in Chicago. Remember Tyrone Muhammad, that's a brother out there who's an activist. And there was a situation where the cops ran up on him and them brothers started choking out the damn cops. Hold on, where is it? Right here. These brothers started hemming up the damn cops out there in Chicago. This is Tyrone Muhammad. I know they got arrested. I hope they're out by now. I know there was a GoFundMe for these brothers, but yeah, they started yoking the cops up. Hold on.
Please step out of the vehicle. And then what? And then what? And then we will discuss this like grown men. We don't need this.
Well, how is I'm getting off if you blocking me? How we getting off?
Please step out of the car.
Keep them quiet. All right. Let's hold me stuff out.
Yes, now
Don't touch. I just asked you. You won't make it. Don't touch me.
damn. Nigga, boy, yo, Chicago niggas is different, boy. Well, Chicago dudes are different. But they got out. I heard they got out. That's good. That's good. They out. That's good that they're out of jail. That's good. Man. Yeah, they shut down the freeway. Yeah. These are activists, so they shut down the freeway to protest these anti-black killings. They shut the freeway down, so the cops rolled up on them. They started yoking the cops up. So again, they know that the black adults ain't really having it. This is why they got to go after the kids. Someone said he could have got shot. Let me tell you something. If they shot Tyrone Muhammad, do y'all know how shit would have went down in Chicago? Nigga, if they shot that brother, because he's a well-respected dude out there on the streets of Chicago. If they shot that dude, do you know how that shit would have went down in Chicago? Tyrone Muhammad, that nigga ran up in one of them Asian nail shops. One of them Asian nail shops hemmed up a sister. That brother went and smashed the windows out. That dude is with the shits. If they did something to that dude, it would have been on and popping, and the police knew it. It would have been on and popping, nigga. Let's stop playing. It would have been on and popping. The cops ain't that damn stupid. They know who to shoot and who not to damn shoot. They know if they shoot the wrong person, when the shit is going to go down. You know? Man. Yeah, get off. He could have got shot. Nigga, you can get shot doing nothing. Yeah? Yeah, them niggas would have, if they shot that dude, it would have been some retaliation, just like out here in LA. Remember when they shot that brother? You know, they know where to shoot folks and where not to shoot folks. They shot old brother down there in South Central LA. They shot old boy. And nigga, they retaliated by shooting those two cops in Compton. And then after they shot the cops, they went to the hospital. Some dudes in the neighborhood went to the hospital, was like, yeah, we come to finish the damn job. They went out on some G shit. Yeah? They know where to pull that bullshit. Yeah. This is why they go after our kids. They know too many of us, see, everybody ain't on no bullshit. You can't just run up on everybody. The cops just can't run up on everybody. They know who to run up on and who not to run up on and where to run up on people. You understand? And these Karens and Kens, they know who to run up on and who not to run up on. These Karens out here, you know, they know not to run up on another sister, a real sister, hem their ass up too. So now they got to start targeting kids. This white woman is running around here trying to run over kids. You dig? But it's like we're back in Jim Crow. And they're trying to take us back to slavery. Like this picture here. This brother allegedly robbed a bank and they had hound dogs and all this stuff, bloodhounds, looking for the dude. And they caught this dude and they're posing with him like he's an animal. This is in Mississippi. This is a scene from slavery. This is a scene from like Django or something. These people want us to be in the same mindset of slavery where they can go run and capture us like it's a sport and pose with their prey. You understand? We're going to have to rectify this and bring justice. It's up to us to bring justice to this type of filth. You understand? We're the only ones who are going to have to bring justice to this. And y'all running around here talking about some intersectionality and all this old stuff. Now, this is your intersectionality right here. These cops. Do you know how many lesbians, LGBT people are in the police force who's on code with whooping your black ass while y'all talking about intersectionality. The rainbow, this is them, some LGBT white people talking about the rainbow flag's thin blue line stands for back the blue. Back the blue means back killing black people. So this is the white LGBT community still being on code with white supremacy right here. This is why buck breaking is so very important, to let you know there is no camaraderie we have with the white LGBT community. None. We ain't got no camaraderie with them. They've been some of the biggest oppressors of black people. You better watch buck breaking. Buck breaking, man, we are long overdue. This is why buck breaking is killing the game right now. And this is why the white supremacists, boy, they're pissed off about it, but they can't say nothing now because we went full chest with it. If you're going to go in on these folks, and for years, so many black people were afraid to go in on the white LGBT community because they'll shut you down. Especially in Hollywood. They'll shut you down. So black people have been afraid for a long time. So the thing is, if you go in on them, you got to go in with your chest. We went all the way in buck breaking. See, that's how you got to go. You got to go all the way in. And that's exactly what we did. You understand? This video is funny here. And this is why certain folks in the dominant society, I don't really like eating at their homes. This video right here is very interesting. And this brother right here is clowning it. This is a brother from TikTok. This woman made a bacon cake. Now look at this. Look at this. Look.
Bacon all around the pan.
Wow.
And then you're going to take the ground beef. Want your ground beef. Well, first you're going to feed you a dog.
No. Sarah,
and so then
don't put your hand back on that meat like that, sir.
Oh God, that's so gross. I'm kind of a clean freak. I'm kind of a clean freak, guys. I wash my hands. Like if I shake somebody's hand or whatever, I wash my hands. You know, especially when it comes to food, I'm real funny about my hands being clean. I got wipes. I got sanitary wipes in my car. I got sanitary wipes over here. I'm always... Shit like that grosses me out so much. God. Boy, people in the dominant society, boy, y'all be doing stuff like that. That's why I don't like eating at y'all cribs. No offense. I don't like eating at y'all cribs. But just because of that right there. Because of that right there. Y'all be touching the dog mouth and putting your hand in the food.
Okay, so you want to smash this down. I'm going to take the cheese. I'm going to cheese it. Auntie likes the cheese.
Feed the goddamn puppy and touch it.
Peppers. Put a little extra onion in.
Okay.
No.
Oh yeah, he might as well. Oh yeah, why not? Just
God, yeah. God. I saw this stuff where the white people are putting stuff in toilets and drinking out the toilets. Man, that's too gross. I don't even want to see that again. But yeah, the dog shouldn't even be in there anyway. Oh, black folk, we don't let dogs in our kitchens. When we cooking, get your ass out this kitchen. We're real funny about a pet being in the kitchen while we're cooking. Black folks, the dog ain't even supposed to be in the kitchen when we cooking something. You understand? Then the dogs be all on the stove, licking the food. Stop it, boy. Oh my God. Hold on. Good Lord.
Fuck back in the meal.
Another ball of beef. And just cover the whole...
Just cover the coating.
Give it a nice...
Like a coating?
Coating.
Oh yeah, fucking nice.
She has not washed her hands. Okay.
Go to coating.
Ooh, boy. It's cheesy, beef, bacon, and peppers.
Oh my God, that looks nasty as shit.
Amazing.
Man. Oh God.
Bacon.
God. What? Okay. What did she call it? A bacon cake? Listen. Dude. That looks like the shit they used to eat in Europe. They used to eat like that in Europe back during the medieval times before the Moors showed up. They used to eat like that in Europe before the Moors came in. This is, people kind of revert back to their nature. A bacon cake, basically, she just threw in a whole bunch of shit, and it's just a big pile of meat and just everything just kind of thrown together. This is how they used to eat in Europe before the Moors came in. They would throw if you look at old movies about Europe or look at old paintings or whatever, you would see the king sitting at a table and just a hashtag of food sitting at the table, and everybody would just dig in and just chunks of food and just start eating like that. That's how they would eat in Europe before the Moors came in, teaching them about 4 courses of food. They would just throw a plop of food down, big hunks of meat and shit, and that shit be halfway raw. Wouldn't be seasoned because they didn't understand seasoning. And just plop it down, and this is why they would get sick so much out there. But the Moors would come in and teach them about 4-course and 5-course meals. Particularly a Moor named Ziriab. Ziriab the Moor would teach the Europeans how to eat in 4 and 5 courses. The Moors had to go in and say, wait a minute, stop all this. Stop this. Y'all can't eat all this shit like this. That's why y'all dying and getting diseases. Eat this shit in 4 courses. Eat it in 4 stages or eat it in 5 stages. First, what you do, drink a soup first to kind of prepare your stomach. Drink some, like a liquid. Drink a soup. Second, eat a salad. This is where eating a salad before a meal came from. You eat a salad so that you can put fiber in your intestines and your digestive tract, so you can coat it with fiber. Then you'll eat the heavy stuff. You can eat the meat. You can do that. You eat your meat then. Then afterwards, you do a dessert. You can eat something sweet after you eat all of this heavy stuff. They had to break this shit down to them like that. Yeah, your fruit and veggies first because you need fiber in your stomach. The Moors, black Moors, taught them that in Europe. Ziriab. Look up the name Ziriab. Ziriab taught them that. I want y'all to Google that. Ziriab is an Arabic word that means blackbird. They called him Blackbird because he was so damn black, and he was a great singer. Ziriab was a songwriter. He was a poet. He was a celebrity in Moorish Spain. Not only did he teach them how to eat in 4 and 5 courses, he taught fashion in Europe because they didn't know how to dress. They would just wear the same drawers year round and wouldn't bathe. Ziriab was like, no. We're going to have to put some linen on. We're going to have to wear some stuff for the winter. You're going to wear this for the summer. You're going to wear this. He taught them how to, he brought in toothpaste. Ziriab. The name is Ziriab. He also taught them how to cut their hair because they would just walk around with this shit all over. He's like, no, bitch, you need some bayangs. Let's cut these. Let's get this together. Yes, somebody, Zyriab. Ziriab. So they had to go in there and teach them a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, Moors revolutionized Spain. Y'all need to visit Spain to see all those Moorish castles and all of those things that the Moors built. Go down, if you ever go to Spain, you should go to the Granada, the castle in Granada. Magnificent castle that the Moors built, but that the white Christians eventually took over. You understand? So history is amazing, man. This is why I want to get a museum. I'm going to really look into that because that's something we need to just teach all the history and just break it all down. We just break down all the history and have a real museum breaking this stuff down without having to get permission or some type of grant from white folks. Because if you get a grant from them, you have to omit stuff and then you got to add some other stuff. I want us to have a museum for us, by us. And I'm going to start working on that now and looking into it straight up and down because that's something that we need. The Alhambra, that's a beautiful ass place. Alhambra is beautiful. And when I do a museum, because I'm going to speak it into existence now. When I do a museum, I'm going to talk about all Black history. I just won't talk about foundational Black American history. I will make that a feature in the museum. But we'll talk about our history going all the way back into Spain. We'll go real deep because all of that ties in. The history of the Moors in Spain ties into the history of Black people here because remember when the Spanish came here, they brought Moors with them as translators, as herbalists, as leaders and explorers. So all of it ties in. So that's going to be one of my projects that I'm working on too. All right. Anyway, well, I've been on here for a long time with y'all. But anyway, family, go to buckbreakingmovie.com. Go to buckbreakingmovie.com, ladies and gentlemen. Go to buckbreakingmovie.com. Get Buckbreaking, the hit documentary out right now, man. If you don't have it, you need to have it right now. You go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. A lot of people are complimenting this shirt. Go to officialfba.com. That's another thing. If I get the museum or when I get the museum, let me start speaking it into existence because it's bubbling in my soul. When I get the museum, I'm going to have a special wing for Dr. Welsing. You understand? We're going to give honor to a lot of our scholars that's not honored by the dominant society. Say Dr. Anthony Browder. Oh, and I need to holler at Dr. Anthony Browder. I've been meaning to call him because I want to have him in this new documentary about the Seminoles. I want to have Anthony Browder is a monster with the information. That brother's beautiful with the information. I want to have in our museum where we honor the scholar warriors. Because at the African American History Museum in D.C., they're not honoring Dr. Welsing, John Henry Clark. We need to know exactly who they are, what they did, why they so great. We need to honor the J.A. Rogers. We need to honor the Dr. Benz. We need to honor the Ivan Van Sertima's, the Dr. Amos Wilsons, the Neely Fullers. You understand? We need to have that in our own museum. We need to honor the living legends, the Anthony Browders. You understand? The Phil Valentines, the Runoko Rashidis. We need to honor these folks now, the Claude Andersons. You understand? We need to have that. Anyway, y'all, that's been it, man. We had a great time chopping up some good game on tonight's broadcast, man. Again, go to buckbreakingmovie.com. Follow me on Instagram at at Tariq Elite. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. And, my LA people, look, I'm going to get my hair locked. I got it twisted, but I want to get my hair locked. Where my LA people in Los Angeles who know some real thorough people who can lock hair in LA. My LA people, if you know somebody in LA who can lock hair, y'all hit me up. Let me know who they are so I can chop it up with them and holler at them. Email me at info@tariqelite.com. info@tariqelite.com. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm a holler. Peace.